How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the MT Motoring YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be working on my Lexus IS250. As I've said in earlier videos, it is going to the SEMA show this year, so there's a lot of preparation that needs to come into play. The show is about 2 months away, and yeah, I need to get this done. There's a lot of other projects that we're working on. This one is my daily, turning into a SEMA outside feature vehicle, so it's going to be one of the vehicles parked, you know, out and around the show. I don't know where it's going to be at yet. SEMA kind of makes their determination then. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done on this car. It's a project that, you know, kind of just came together in collaboration with Mod in Japan, Esprit Premier, CKS Suspension, Sony, and a few other companies. But yeah, right now, as I said in the last video, have the new windshield. The car's now registered, so I'm not driving with the temporary tag anymore. And yeah, I got to clean up the garage a bit. There's a bunch of parts piled here for the car. So let me get everything set up and I will get started. And if you haven't already, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button and leave some comments down below on what you would like to see in terms of this project, and you know, any suggestions or advice on things. I'm learning this car like every other car that I touch as we go. And also doing the 1,000 subscriber merch giveaway. So once I hit 1,000 subscribers, pretty much giving away some merchandise. All you gotta do is subscribe to this channel and follow our socials on Facebook and Instagram, and that's all you need to enter. And once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll do the raffle and giveaway. Cleared up some stuff, warmed up the SLK, moved it out so I'm not dying of carbon monoxide poisoning. And here are some of the parts that I have already for the Lexus. Have the Esprit Premier Japan kit. That's the front bumper, the front underlip, or the lip that goes with the bumper. These are the side splitters and the rear diffuser pieces. Thank you Mod in Japan and Esprit Performance for that. Mod in Japan also provided the PTS exhaust, the full catback exhaust. So thank you, Steven. Bob and Paul over at Injen hooked it up with the intake. Thank you, very, very much appreciated. Then also these two, this box and then the FedEx box over there is from Sony, and Scosche have a dash kit and a head unit for this. So really excited to get this all installed. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear this out of the way. Now that I got the SLK out of the way, restack everything and try to make more room in my garage. I'm running out of space pretty quick. So let me get that situated and I'm gonna get started on the car. Injen intake, all the packaging. So for the install, obviously straightforward and easy. All you really need is, these are the tools needed right here. 3/8 ratchet with an extension, 10mm socket, 8mm nut driver, pliers, flathead screwdriver, and a Phillips. Super simple. It's almost like installing most other Toyota intakes. Keyword is most, not all. Okay, so don't flame me in the comments about that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started and take it all apart. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take the shroud panels off and take the intake out, and then I'll go ahead and put the intake in. So enjoy the time lapse. So the moment I started turning the wrench, this is maybe 3 or 4 minutes later, the clips on my shroud panels are, you know, a bit worn, so they come out easier or they prone to break. I already got the main pipe out, just got to get the intake box out, and I think the breather hose, I'm replacing that. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So I just took the top of the intake box off. There's just a couple of clips that hold it in. There is a bolt down here and one here that looks like it's holding the box. So I just gotta remove those and that'll come right out, and pretty much almost ready for the new intake. So this is the engine intake pipe. You have to install a little bracket fitting down here. Just gotta remove that, put the new piece in, you're good to go. Just have to put the hose and the clamps on the throttle body end and the filter on the other end and move the sensor over. All pretty straightforward if you follow the instructions. Really easy to do. So I moved the intake sensor over, mounted the filter. I just have to tighten everything down. So up here you have the two clamps, the one on throttle body side, one on the intake pipe side. Have to hook the breather hose back up. There is the sensor, and one nut here where you took out the 10mm for the ground wire. You just put this on top, this spacer setup, and then there's a bolt. And I just gotta tighten up the intake filter, and that's pretty much it. And then reconnect the battery, start the car, make sure it's not throwing any check engine lights. Everything is tightened down. I know I haven't put the shrouds and all that back on yet, but the battery is hooked up. So what I want to always do is just start the car, making sure everything's okay before I put all that back together, or if I'm missing something, so I can come back and fix it. I'm gonna go ahead and start the car now.
On board. We'll ride a horse coast to coast. Next up.
Everything looks good. So here's what it looks like with the engine bay shrouds put back together. I apologize for it being dirty. I still have not went and done a full detail on this car yet. So the intake pipe is barely visible because of how the engine cover and the shroud is. I opted for the black mainly just because it blends in a little better. The polish I've always used on show cars and, you know, flashy cars. This car is, you know, a daily, and it's easier just to take the cover off and just wipe this down versus a polished one. You really have to keep it clean, or, you know, you gotta sit there and keep repolishing it. I'm gonna go ahead and take a test drive right now and take you along with me. So obviously you can hear the intake right on the throttle. There's still a few things I need to sort out on this car mechanically, so please ignore the lights. Still waiting to have time to work on that and get a few parts and do a little bit more diagnosing, but there, you can hear it. But yeah, that pretty much concludes this episode on how to install a Injen intake for the Lexus IS250. I want to thank you again for tuning in and watching the video. Definitely do appreciate it. And let me know in the comments below what other type of content you want to see. Until next time, take care.